Ah, the bomb. A friend with weed is a friend indeed. But a friend with gold is the best, I'm told.
What's up, you guys? How you guys doing today? I hope y'all are doing really great. Today I will be covering how the Leprechaun is the funniest and most dangerous horror villain icon to ever set foot on the big screen. I already know what you're thinking. Chris, you think this 3-foot something character is the most dangerous villain icon, while Jason and Freddy Krueger are here confused as well? Well, yes, I am sure you will agree with me by the end of this video. So guys, sit back and enjoy the ride. Let's get the damn right ugly thing out first from this franchise. It didn't do so well after the second one because the movies were damn right awful, according to pop culture.
Cry as you may, cry as you might. It's gonna be one hell of a wedding night.
After the second installment was released in theaters, didn't do so well with the ratings, it was time for the little guy to step out of the big screen and go straight into DVD. This is what happened to the Chucky franchise as well, when Seed of Chucky did not do so well in theaters.
Who the hell are you?
Shitface.
This does not mean that the Leprechaun character wasn't bad, it just means that the movies didn't really do so well. In this video, I will cover the movies that had the original actor Warwick Davis, who played the charismatic Leprechaun from the first installment to the sixth one. According to the backstory in the movies, there was once a king who grew hungry for power, control, and most importantly, magic. One day he called in all the magical creatures, including the Leprechaun, to grant him his wish. The Leprechaun gave him the magic he so desired, but in return, the Leprechaun wanted the king's gold. When the Leprechaun received the gold from the king, he treasured it and cared for it like it was his life's work. After the king's time came for his eventual death, all the fairies and magical creatures returned into the woods, including the Leprechaun. Before the king passed away, the Leprechaun was one of many who was hired by the king to protect his gold and kill whoever touched it. There was one time where a knight tried to take the gold from the king, but then immediately was killed by the little Irish monsters. As I said before, when the king passed away, all the fairy tale creatures and the leprechauns were allowed to go back to their homes and be in peace. But this leprechaun that we love to hate kept its job protecting the gold from any life form through time and space. Later on, the leprechaun became so obsessed with the pot of gold that he proudly killed anyone to get it back. That's where the movie takes place centuries after the king's death, that the leprechaun kept killing anyone who dared steal his gold, and also anyone who stood in his way to get what he so desired. The powers that he uses against his victims are telekinetic abilities such as controlling objects and people, but he mostly uses it to control people. Eleven from Stranger Things is one of many characters who has the same power as the Leprechaun, but instead of using it for evil, she uses it to protect her friends from evil, not like the Leprechaun of course. With this incredible power, there's already a good % chance that you might agree with me how this makes the Leprechaun dangerous. If not, let's continue down the line with his powers then, shall we? He also has the ability of copying someone's voice. With that ability in his possession, he can manipulate his victims into thinking that it's someone the character is familiar with, while it's just Leprechaun playing his tricks on them. The last ability the Leprechaun has in his possession is the control of reality. Controlling reality is the #1 power that can fool anyone if done right. We saw this in the Avengers Infinity War when Thanos fooled Star-Lord and Gamora by using the Reality Stone into thinking he was dead. In the franchise, there was a particular kill where the Leprechaun tricked one of the male characters into thinking he was going to get laid, but instead, the Leprechaun had a lot more ready to kill the character. Now, the way he goes after the people in the movies and his personality and situations are funny and enjoyable. With his rhyming lines, profanity, and threatening slurs, there's no way that you can outrun this little creep because he will come after you no matter what. Guns definitely won't kill him. Here's a clip.
What's up, ninjas?
The only way that the Leprechaun can go down is using a 4-leaf clover. From the first movie, we get to learn that a small leaf clover can do a lot of damage to the Leprechaun. From the second movie, we get to learn that iron was a huge weakness for the Leprechaun. Some of the characters were able to trap the little monster in a locked box, and he was stuck and couldn't get out of it. The third film showed the audience that by destroying the pot of gold itself kills the Leprechaun. For me, this was the most interesting weakness the Leprechaun had. This tremendously showed how he cared for the gold and how greedy he really was. In one scene of the second film, one character's greed got him killed for wanting 3 wishes from the Leprechaun. Not only did gold and fortune drove the character into his death, but it can also give us a subtle hint on why the Leprechaun does what he does. Greed leads into doing things that not only might hurt you, but it can also hurt the people around your circle. The Leprechaun wasn't like an Oscar-winning franchise, but there's things that we can learn that can make us better people. My favorite movies from the series has to be The Leprechaun 3 and the first Leprechaun in the Hood movie. It was entertaining and it showed the Leprechaun's true intentions. Well guys, that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something new. And if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are new here, subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. As always guys, live to the fullest.